5 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. And if you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. And keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So it's a good idea to always have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really, truly want to see what's up, okay? As you see, I have the divination board out today, and before we begin our divination, we're going to do a one question, one answer, but first we're going to do 2 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, hold for 3 to 4 seconds, okay? So let's begin. Breathe in. Release. Breathe in. Release. Okay. I'll take some time to think of the question you would like to ask Spirit. Okay, we will begin the pendulum. Okay, collective. The consistency that I have here is between the months of April, May, Taurus, Gemini, letters K, L, M, N, Wednesday, unknown, Saturday, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and November, number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once again, the consistency that I have, collective, is between the months of April, May, Taurus, Gemini, K, L, M, Wednesday, unknown, Saturday, Scorpio, Sagittarius, November, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So take that in account to the question that you asked. Only you know your story. Everyone's life is different. And let's tap into the tarot. Hope you all are doing wonderful and feeling great. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. Okay, card flipped out. Okay, this collective needs to know for their highest good. Okay. First 2 cards that we have here is the 7 of Wands, and we have the 8 of Cups. So we're going to talk about the 7 of Wands first, okay? We have the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. So with the 7 of Wands, clearly this is the energy of feeling like you have to protect yourself. There could be someone or something that you feel you have to protect. There could be or something around you that you don't trust. Maybe someone has maybe lost your trust as well. Maybe you once trust someone, you believed in them. Maybe you also confided in this person. This could be a person or a group of people, but you have seen some kind of behavior or some kind of actions that has made you change your mind about how you feel about this person, okay? You now have a difference of opinion of what you think about them, how you feel about them. This could be someone you trusted, you know, like I said, you confided in this person with personal information. And so maybe you have felt like you've had to protect yourself, you know, you've had to, guard yourself or be mindful and watch your back when you are around this person. Now, this could be someone in a work environment. Maybe this is someone at work on your job, collective, that you don't trust. Maybe you have been assigned to do a project or complete some kind of something on your job, some kind of project, some kind of activity where you have to be in a group with people. Could be at work. This could be in your personal life, in your family life, in your home life. But there's someone, a person or a group of people that now you do not trust. There's something like you're seeing their true colors. I'm hearing the song, I see your true colors shining through. Yeah, so you see someone's true colors, and you're not being confrontational about it. You're not choosing to front this person off about it. You're accepting what you see. You're like, it is what it is. So there's no need to be confrontational. You know, people have free will. They can be who they want to be. And you can be saying this to yourself, like, I'm just going to be mindful of when I'm around this person. So for a lot of you watching, this could be a work situation. This could be someone on the job. This could be someone in management as well, someone who has some kind of authority, or you feel they have authority. Yeah. But you may find out this person does not have as much authority as you may have thought or you are thinking. With the Eight of Cups, you know, you are turning your back, you know, on any conflict or toxicity, as I was just mentioning. You're keeping your peace about what you have observed about this person. You know, you could have noticed them doing something maybe cruel or something very bold to another person. Okay, and after you saw or witnessed this situation, you chose to keep your opinion to yourself. Okay, I'm getting a lot of heavy work energy here. Okay, so you're like, okay, I'm gonna maintain my livelihood. This is where I work. It's not about you being scared or in fear. You're just being wise and you're being conscious about how you move. You know, everything does not need a reaction, especially if it doesn't involve you. It's just involve your observation of what you are seeing. You could have witnessed someone stealing. You could have witnessed someone creating some kind of false documentation. Maybe someone is stealing time on a job. Maybe someone in a family group is trying to collaborate to create false documents to steal some kind of inheritance, to steal assets from someone. This could be an ancestor that has passed on several years. They could have a situation, someone could have a situation in probate court that has been sitting for 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 years. For a long time, things has been at a pause because there's a lot of assets and there's a lot of family members and there's someone in this court system that could be holding up the distribution of these assets. So you could be someone who works for a courthouse. You know, you work uh wow, you work in a court setting. Okay, and you have witnessed someone maybe moving files around or switching up or changing information. And so we have the Eight of Coins here. It says, you know, apprenticeship, dedication, and achieving goals. So with the Eight of Coins, someone has been working very hard to create this fraud, to hide these assets. And what you witness, you just don't like. You could have also, with the Seven of Wands, witnessed someone creating some kind of fraud, some kind of theft, but also threatening someone. I'm picking up someone being threatened. Maybe there were people on the job being threatened. You know, if you don't help me, I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell that. Maybe there were ultimatums given out. You could have heard this or seen this. Okay, something about viewing it or overhearing it, or this could be gossip. This could be something that's traveling around the workplace or something that's traveling around in your family about someone in particular who's left some kind of inheritance, and there are particular family members who are trying to block someone from receiving what was left to them. Okay. Oof. Before I turned over the card, I'm just going to say, but this is going to be revealed with the moon energy here in the upright. This information is going to be revealed. It's been a long time coming. It's going to bring a lot of closure. This person may have speculated that someone has been stealing or holding assets, but they didn't have proof. But it's going to be revealed. It says intuition, dreams, and illusions. This person is going to follow their gut and possibly hire someone to assist them. This could be a private investigator. This could be an attorney as well, to do some research into the assets or the inheritance that was left behind. They could also hire someone, like I said, a PI, to do some investigation to find out about these documents. Yes, people do still hire PIs. They do exist. Okay. All right. That's for someone who needs to hear that. All right. Everything is not just in the movies that you watch. Okay. So the Nine of Swords here is intense anxiety, okay, feeling hopeless. So there could be someone or some people who are guilty of committing this fraud and this theft, whether this is on your job or in a family group or friends. This could also, if this is not your story collective, this could be someone that you know who has been sharing this information with you, that they know that there was left an inheritance, but they feel someone has blocked it. Or it could be the flip side, the reciprocal. Someone could be sharing with you about how they are stealing an inheritance from someone, okay? But whoever this crook is, this person that's created these fraudulent documents or something about moving files around, postponing court dates, maybe messing with the mail, maybe deliberately sending the mail to the wrong address so that someone would miss out on their court appearance and things in a judgment ends up going in someone's favor. That's coming through. They're going to be nervous. They're going to be afraid. All of a sudden, this person who has been bragging, stealing, committing this fraud and theft is going to become instantly afraid, anxious, nervous, and they may reach out to you, collective. If this isn't your story, they may reach out to you. Don't be surprised or shocked. And you probably tell them, like, look, I can't help you with that. You about to go to jail. You may let them know, like, look, I can't help you with that. You shouldn't have been doing what you're doing. You may let this person know honestly, like, look, you're on your own. You've been bragging about what you've been doing. You've been spending this money. Okay, someone could have actually been retrieving cash from some kind of account as well. Okay. Someone could also have custody of someone's child or children just to reap some kind of money or benefit. Okay. This could be someone who is a foster parent. Maybe they have other foster children. This could be something that they do for a living. They take in children that need somewhere to stay, but for nefarious reasons. It's not for pure reasons. It's not for, the right reasons. It's a financial goal. It's to see what they can reap. Okay. So the hermit here, it says soul searching, solitude, okay, contemplating. So you've been in hermit mode, but you've also been researching. If this is you that someone has been stealing or withholding your inheritance from, you've been in hermit mode. You've been to yourself, but you're not dumb. You're not dumbfounded. You're very smart. What people don't know, you may have been MIA, but you have been doing a lot of connecting, networking, and researching. And so you could be hiring, that PI or that attorney. You're going to hire somebody to investigate this for you. You may have already hired this person. They may have told you to say nothing and stay out of the way while they do what they do. But you're going to come out of this hermit mode. It looks like there could be some kind of court appearance coming up because your attorney is going to file some kind of papers so that you can go in front of the maitre d' and present the request of this inheritance being distributed. This is coming through very heavy and strong. There is a family or a group of people who are hiding assets, a lot of assets. This passed on loved one was very wealthy. They had a lot of property, a lot of different investment accounts, okay, several of them, but your name was left to receive a portion, Spirit is saying, of these assets. And there's something about you may not be the offspring of this passed on loved one. You could be a niece, you could be a godchild, a godson, a nephew. They could have children who are upset about this, saying you're not related, but this person had you on their heart and mind when they made these final wishes, when they created this will. You were written in the will. This is yours to receive, okay? If someone has been stealing on a job, they're going to be revealed. They're going to be busted as well, whether they're stealing time, whether they're doing something that they don't have any business doing. They're going to be revealed as well, but it's not going to be through you. Someone else is going to catch them. Something about they think they're clever, Spirit is saying. And there are several. This person is going to be revealed in the workplace. If this is a workplace situation, take what resonates, leave the rest. And they're going to be afraid and anxious and nervous as well. Okay, very paranoid energy. Afraid to do the time, but they did the crime, Spirit is saying. It was fun when they was reaping this money. Okay, this person could have also been bragging about what they were doing, as I mentioned earlier, bragging to you or bragging to other people about what they're doing. This could be also one in a family setting that know that you can utilize this inheritance. Maybe you're going through financial hardships. This could be a housing situation. Maybe you've lost employment temporarily, I'm hearing. Maybe there was a moment you were looking for employment, or you were going through some kind of hardship And this person knew that, you could use the money that was left to you, but instead they continue to try to create a block from you receiving this money, whether it's fraudulent documents, something. I'm seeing someone that works for a courthouse deliberately sending the mail to the wrong address, like going in the computer system, changing the address, and having mail go to the wrong address so you can miss your court appearances. And this could also be a family member who's collaborating with this person and just watching you suffer. You could be a parent as well, a single parent for some of you, not all of you. And they have actually watched you go through these things, knowing that there is money and also property that is due to you. Okay. For some of you, it could be property and money. For some of you, it just could be money. It could be savings bond. It could be some kind of investment account. Okay. Somebody is left something about becoming CEO of a foundation. Documentation could have been moved around on that. This is very specific. I have the high priestess here, knowledge sharing, beliefs, fellowship. So this person could have been fellowshipping, all right, but with the wrong people, collaborating with certain people to help them commit this crime here. Someone is going to tell on someone. When they get investigated and arrests are made, there will be someone spilling the beans on the other person. There may be two or three people collaborating to commit this fraud, this theft, this blocking of you receiving this inheritance, even if this is on the job, okay? Something about someone stealing time. So we have the high priest out here and we have the high priestess. So yeah, and it says a sacred knowledge, divine feminine, okay? And so with the high priest and high priestess out here, both of these cards are signifying that you are going to receive everything that is due to you. You were very wise and smart to go into hermit mode when you were told to do so. You've been very compliant with whomever this is helping you, whether it's a lawyer, an investigator, whatever directions that they gave you, collective, you followed them to the T. And Spirit is saying you're going to receive all that is due to you. Be patient. Make sure you show up to all your court appearances. Make sure you clarify everything, because this situation here, this person was very wealthy and financially comfortable, and they were tied to a lot of streams of income. This is a case that I could possibly see and understand why, even if someone wasn't creating fraud, it would take time just to sort out. This could be someone who was an entrepreneur who was CEO of a foundation. Maybe they were into real estate. Maybe they did a lot of things. They owned a lot of different businesses. They had stocks and all kinds of investments, all kinds of streams of income. Very smart, very wise, whoever this ancestor is, even if they're not related to you, if there's someone you have known in a friend or social group that is also considered to be an ancestor, that is for someone who needs to hear that, okay? That is for someone who needs to hear that. So this person was very smart and wise, okay? They know, and they knew how to invest, okay? And with the Four of Coins here, yeah, this is representing, like I said, there were family members or people who are trying to block you from receiving this, who watch you struggle and go through hardships. But now they could be possibly facing jail time. This is illegal, something about federal time, messing with documents, someone going into an account, actually retrieving money and funds. Maybe hundreds at a time, thinking they wouldn't be caught if they retrieve small amounts. Something about if they only retrieve small amounts, they thought they wouldn't get caught or they wouldn't draw as much attention. Okay. But the time is up, okay? It's time for you to receive balance with the Two of Cups. It's time for you to be respected, recognized, and receive what was due to you. The time is up. They can no longer hide or block this from you. And even if this person, as I'm distributing this read, if they're choosing in this moment and on this day, wherever you are, collective, watching this read, if they're choosing to, okay, I'm going to go mess with some documents again, or you know what, I'm going to go withdraw $1,000. Don't be concerned about that, because as I told you, with the high priest and priestess out here, you are going to receive balance with the Two of Cups. These both represent balance and having wisdom and knowledge. You have taken all the necessary proper steps. Stay patient. Even if you hear, for some of you, someone may tell you some information, about someone making a large purchase, and you may be, maybe suspicious. Like I said, like, is that my money they spending? Or a house. Is that my property they moving in? Spirit is saying not to become confrontational. Don't front the person off. It is being revealed with the moon energy here, and it's going to be handled. You will receive everything that is due to you. So there is no need for you to become confrontational or become upset with this person or feel like you have to front them off. Yes, it's been a long time. Yes, what they have done is wrong, but the way that you want to respond here in the 3D, you could be ready to smack a bit. Spirit does not want you doing that. You don't need to be caught up in any confrontation or being given any reason why the courts would say, oh, see, this is why they didn't show up to their court appearance. They're somewhere fighting. Oh, now I'm gonna press charges on you. This person may try to provoke you as well, as the fear kicks in of the crime they committed and how much jail time they may do and the money they have to pay back. You know, this person may try to rage bait you or create some kind of confrontation, or they may become extremely confrontational because they are afraid and they want to intrigue you into getting to an altercation. People will do that, feeling like, oh, if I start an altercation, I can call the police on the collective. They're pressing charges on me. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to press charges on them. People will try any and everything when they're moving out of fear. People will try any and everything when they're moving out of fear. Spirit wants you to remain patient and trust. This is not a coincidence. This is confirmation. Okay, this is confirmation. There is no such thing as coincidences. It is confirmation. You will receive all that is due to you. Be patient, but do not respond. Do not give them what they want. Do not respond in the way that they want you to respond. People will rage bait you. They will try to intrigue an argument. They'll say something stupid, hoping you say something stupid back. So don't feed into the fears. We know fear is false evidence appearing real. Do not become anxious. Don't allow yourself, collective, to go into any kind of anxiety and, oh, I'm going to get them. It's been a long time. Yes, you're fed up. Spirit is saying, yes, you're fed up. But it's a new day, a new dawn, and the sun card is here. The sun card is here because this is abundance, prosperity, increased vitality, new energy, new favor, and opportunity. And everything that was taken, those moments of you feeling in doom and gloom and sadness, it's brighter days are here. They're not just ahead, they are present. And things are being spiritually and strategically orchestrated in spaces and places that sometimes the human eye is not privy to be aware of and see. But your spirit team knows. God knows, okay? Nature knows. The universe knows. However you refer to your source or your belief system, all are welcome on this channel. Does not matter what your belief system is. But the sun is coming out and it is a new day, and they want you to know that. And you have been patient for this long. Spirit is saying, they're telling me to tell you again, don't allow this person to rage bait you. Don't allow this person, especially if this is a family member, because I mentioned this could be a family doing this to you. Don't show up to a family gathering and this person is there and y'all have too many glasses of wine and one person look at somebody and roll their eyes or bump somebody or what you looking at, or your kid hit my kid. Do not allow this person or these group of people to trick you out of what you are about to receive. It was meant for you, whether you are related to this person that left this inheritance or not. You do not have to feel guilty. You do not owe anyone anything. You don't have to have survivor's remorse, like, oh, they left it to me and they didn't leave it to their son or daughter. That has nothing to do with you. There's a reason. It looks like when someone has a lot of wealth and prosperity and it comes time for them to transition, you were on their mind and their heart for a reason. For some of you, or I could say evidently there for all of you, whomever this money and these assets belong to, you're being entrusted for a reason. There is something about you that this person trusts, believe, and know, and chose to put your name on the documentation. And even though people have been trying to intercept, you are still going to receive what is due to you. So stay focused and don't allow yourself to become upset or enraged, because the energy is here. Somebody may try to flip it and create a false argument. I call it a false argument. Kind of like when people go in the comment section and they want to say something to rage bait you because they want a response. Those are false arguments. People will try to do things to trigger you. So you're on the winning side, collective. You're on the winning side, and all I got to say is go get your blessing, and I wouldn't let them stop it or block it anymore, because it's being revealed, and it's you. For some of you, it's you. You have gotten an attorney or an investigator to look into this, and it's okay. You're entitled to do that. But for some of you, whoever they were collaborating with is dropping a dime. It's telling. It's like, I'm not about to go down for this. I'm about to go snitch right now. So, like, if we're getting sentences, I'm going to see, can I get a lesson when someone is telling on someone? I'm picking that up, okay? So, you may hear about people arguing, or you may hear about two people beefed out or arguing. You may also see this in a workplace. If this is someone stealing time or doing something illegal on a job, you may see this. You may see two people that on your job that maybe they're your coworkers, like at each other, like in a very mean, nasty way. Okay, and you may be like, oh, okay, it's about to go down. They beefing now. They was partners in crime. Now they're beefing. Okay, so this concludes the read. I trust and hope that it assists you for your highest good. Later.